Some great advice as we do head into some colder days ahead. KIMT Storm Alert Weather 3 Chief Meteorologist Sarah Knox joins us now. And Sarah, this would be the worst time to possibly have your furnace go out.
Honestly, I'm a little scared about that and the power going out in general. I mean, these furnaces are working very hard all across the region right now, and really a good chunk of the United States also. This high pressure system that's coming in is quite powerful, but it has made things look pretty calm over Mason City, Rochester. Not a lot of snow falling, but when you step outside, you'll feel the winds almost immediately, not to mention the general temperatures. It is breezy out there, downright frigid, dangerously so, as temperatures, and again, this is just the surface temperatures, not factoring in the winds, is 14 below. Currently in Rochester, 10 below in Mason City, as many of us have now made it to the double digits below zero, 16 below right now in Owatonna. My brain wants to say this is what it feels like, but it isn't. This is what it feels like. It feels like 44 degrees below zero right now in Owatonna. These are those wind chills. 41 degrees below zero in Rochester. And you can see these numbers are changing constantly, but they still could go even lower as we head into the night. And why I say that is because our overnight temperatures getting into Friday morning, well, we haven't even reached the bottom yet. Most of us look to fall right around the 20-degree below mark. Again, not wind chills. These are actual temperatures. And when you factor in those winds going around 20 plus miles per hour from the frigid northwest, you can imagine those wind chills will fall even lower. And we're talking around 50 below, maybe even a little further down than that. Basically, extreme cold. Yes, an extreme cold warning. It remains in effect all the way until we hit the lunch hour, so right around noon on Friday. Frostbite, as we've been talking about it through the beginning of the newscast, as little as 5 to 10, 15 minutes. That's how quickly that it can move in on any exposed skin. Now, I mentioned the high pressure system. Here's the center of it. And it's still pretty far away from our immediate area, but you can generally see that it is pushing into the country and keeping that nasty winter storm that you've probably seen on the national news. That's going to stay further to the south. Unfortunate for our southern friends, but it would normally come up towards us, would bring some nasty snowfall. We're getting the nasty cold instead. So let's zoom in and see how things are looking locally. Not too bad, as mentioned, relatively calm aside from the strong winds and the very cold temperatures. So we're not going to spend too much time on Futurecasts. I'll show you that many of us will be waking up to some sunshine and probably some sun dogs as we head out Friday morning. Again, remember, give your car some time to warm up if you've got to, and perhaps just stay inside as much as you possibly can. Then we get to about the afternoon where things start to show a little bit more cloud cover, maybe even a little bit of that blowing snow back in play, but nothing too crazy, no blizzards or anything like that. As we go through the day, though, I am going to point out that our high for the day is around 10 below. These are tomorrow's temperatures. Again, not the wind chills. And that being said, where could we break a record? To be honest, not many places, actually. Austin, though, with a high of 10 below, will beat that 8 below set back in 1963. And there it is, Cammie. You mentioned cold days ahead. Well, yes, indeed. We'll be getting back to the double digits above zero on Monday.